A lot of people hate him, want him to go broke, and they want him indicted. They want to keep him in prison for the rest of his life. But folks, sit back because today I want to have a serious talk with you. All right, so you understand business and understanding money and understanding indictments, how they work, and how somebody gets indicted. Now, who am I to tell you? Every one of those things that I just said are things that happened to me that I done in my life. Hey, beautiful, good morning. How are you? Thank you for coming. Beautiful disaster. Why do you call yourself a disaster? Folks, let's get down to it. Gmail from New York City. Great. That's my old town. Folks, on my show the other day, I show you that who is still running Diddy's companies. He still has employees working. They get paid every week. Just from his airplane alone, he's renting it out, making $6 million a year just off of that. All right, $500,000 a month. There's Agent Orange. Only the strong survive, folks. And one thing you gotta say about Diddy, he is strong. Oh, what was that? Huh? Can I have my window open? Sorry. We all know Diddy's a scumbag, a narcissist, and everything else. We can't change that. I can't. The only person that could change that is the man above. Maybe Diddy will change. I don't know. But, I hear people, other YouTubers, disaster this and what's happening to him, and they got no clue. They have no idea of what they're talking about, and they're not telling you the truth. They're looking for clicks, and they bait you and all that there, all right? And I don't like that, folks. I don't like that. And one thing that you can count on me, folks, you never see me posting other people's content. You never see me posting pictures. You don't see me posting other people's content. When you come to me and you come on my show, you get the truth. You get the facts. And when I'm wrong, I'll be the first to tell you I was wrong. And I would apologize for that. The content you get is content that I create. Nobody else, me. I do it myself. Okay, folks? So, I talked about his boat. I mean, maybe he runs his boat out too. He's got a big boat. Okay? Thank you, we got new people in here. Folks, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. All right? Subscribe, like, share. And somebody told me there's a new button that they've been hyping me. Now, I don't know where that is. But if you know anything about that it's something new YouTube just came out with. It's called the hype. So if you could hype me and help me out, I appreciate that there. Okay? And I want to thank all those, all right, who have given me, hit that thanks button, helped me out tremendously there. A couple people sent money to my PayPal. I have only PayPal. I don't have Cash App, Venmo. I apologize. I just don't have it. I was hacked and that happened. Okay? Hmm. Abraham, if you can't be respectful, why don't you go out and play with the kids in the schoolyard, okay? All right? Folks, by the way, did I mention my memberships? And let me tell you what members are going to be getting, okay? In my book, you will see that I knew Frank Costello, Carlo Marcello, all right, and Russell Buffalino, and many other gangsters that you've probably seen TV shows, movie shows, and you've seen people talking about them here. I knew these people. So in my membership only, you can join my membership, the Gangster Circle. I'm only going to be telling those stories to those people. Okay? Everybody wants to hear about the gangster stuff. But you know what? You've heard it from everybody else. You see everybody else on YouTube, but you haven't heard my gangster story. Okay? And I'm going to be telling you. And by the way, Christmas is coming. It's only 5 days away. This book would make a great Christmas book. You could have it buy it for your husband, your wife, your children, friends, whoever you want to. You need a gift for somebody. This is a great, great book. And you could have it within a day. Just go to Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and you get it right away. So I wanted to put that in there, folks. And another book for you folks, Think and Grow Rich. I didn't write this, Napoleon Hill did. But I go by this book, all right? No, Abraham Gangster's Paradise, no. All right? Cool. I might have heard it, I don't know. Okay? Huh. I am not a billionaire, but let's go back to Diddy. Diddy was a billionaire. And, you people are talking that he's broke, he's going broke, and he's paying all these, all right? Not going to happen. Restaurant and spinach. Jamie, you're in Harlem? I get to New York, I'll take you up on that there, all right? Spanish Harm. Had a lot of friends in Spanish Harm. We did a lot of business together there. Great, great people, okay? But unfortunately, eventually I got indicted, and that ended that. But we'll talk about that some other time. It's all in my book, too. Of course, I always got my coffee. I never go without it, all right? I'm going to talk about AI sometime, all right? But, let's talk about all these civil lawsuits, and everybody said Diddy's going to go broke by these civil lawsuits. A lot of them are getting thrown out. He has close to 100. I've been to Rail special, okay? I've been to Rail several times. Yeah, too bad Frankie passed away a few years back there, okay? I'm in Beverly Hills, California now, for those who want to know. Let's talk about just one civil lawsuit that got thrown out in San Francisco against Diddy and against, all right, NFL wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. Oh, two Jane Does. People like, I'm going to sue Jane Doe, John Doe. Give me a break. You want to sue? You want to get on the bandwagon and get Diddy's money? Then damn it, my feeling, use your name, okay? Don't hide. Agent Orange, you're so many people, and you two lie like crazy. It's hard to find somebody that's not lying. And for those of you who come here, you know I'm not lying. Okay? So that's just one civil lawsuit the judge threw it out. Okay? There's been a few others. All right? So he's got maybe 80 to 100 civil lawsuits. You could bet that nobody else is going to be paid like Cassie Ventura got paid. I would doubt that very seriously. Very seriously. Okay? But could Diddy settle? He could settle if he wanted to every lawsuit for $1 million each. And he's still going to be wealthy. He might not be a billionaire, but he's still going to have $100–200 million, folks. So don't think he's going broke, all right, like these other people tell you, all right? They got no idea what money's about, all right? I built businesses from scratch. Back in the 70s, I had a business I built from nothing to over $3 million a year I was doing. Now, $3 million compared to what Diddy is doing is nothing. But that was a lot of money back then. But even in today's world, $3 million would be not the kind of money that Diddy's doing. Okay? People want to say he's losing his homes. He's got a big, gorgeous home worth maybe $60–80 million right here in Holmby Hill. He's got that home in Miami on the island. They're not foreclosing. He's making his payments. Yes, he has mortgages, all right? But he's making his payments. Why do people come out with this garbage? Now, I do not hate Diddy, and I want to make that clear. I do not hate him. I don't like what he's done. I don't like how he's abused women, how he's beaten women. I don't like how he drugged people. I don't like that. So I don't like him. People wrote me and saying that I should pray for Diddy's soul. Yeah, I pray for everybody's soul. I pray for everybody, and I pray that we all can get together in this world to make this world a better place. I do that every morning, I do that every night, and sometimes during the day. Yes, I pray and I believe in God. So, now, new indictments. Okay, we know Lil Rod's got a lot of information. Other people wrote that he's been talking to the U.S. Attorney and the FBI, and there's another RICO coming out. Folks, you know how long we've been hearing that there? We've been hearing that for a long time. Hasn't happened, has it? You know why? It's called hearsay. Okay? Hearsay. Why is he not being charged for the unaliving of Tupac and Biggie? Maybe he did do it. Maybe he was the man behind it. But it's hearsay. There's nobody that could prove it. Do they have a witness to it? Somebody wrote me, said, Christina Coram is cooperating with the feds. What? She's in charge. Where was it? Okay? For those who you don't know, all right? Christine Coram is chief of staff working closely with Diddy and managing a lot of his projects. All right? Tara K. Brooks is the president overseeing operation and investments. Folks, Sean Cohen's making a lot of money from investments he's got. You forgot about that, huh? So those are just some of the heads of the people that are working for Diddy. These are the executives of his company. Now, you could bet that every one of them has a secretary and an assistant, okay? So Diddy still has a company that's still going. And it's not going to end. And Diddy will walk out of that Fort Dix unless he messes up, all right? He will walk out of Fort Dix, New Jersey, the prison there, and become a free man. Unless there's other indictments. But I don't see them coming. There's possibly one here in Los Angeles. But you know what? They gotta find the evidence. They gotta find corroborating evidence that Jonathan Hayes is saying happened to him. If they find that, and if the district attorney decides to indict, then Diddy's in a lot of trouble. But you know, it's always the decision comes down on state cases to the district attorney. And they're going, here they are, they got Sean Combs, Puffy, Diddy, whatever his name is. They know what happened, the circus that took place in his federal indictment in New York. Everybody saw that. Okay, and it was a circus, just like the O.J. Simpson trial here was a circus. And he might say he doesn't want that. Might not indict simply for that reason, and he could do that. Hi, Donna, how are you? Great to see you. Jared Johnson. Folks, if you haven't caught me in the beginning, you're going to have to catch the replay on this here, okay? And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Do whatever you could to help me out. And has anybody heard about this new thing that YouTube has, the hype? Try to hype my my videos and do what you can. So new indictments. So, folks, I don't know if the feds are really investigating or they got my thinking is they're through with them. Okay? They got what they wanted from Diddy. And what they wanted is the same thing that they got from Epstein, which you see all over the news. It's the only thing on the news now about all the Epstein files of hundreds of thousands of pages and pictures and all that there. Okay? And there's nothing there. Marianne Fowl, thank you for hitting that thanks button. I appreciate that there. Yeah, folks, if you don't know, there is a thanks button right there in the chat down there. You can't miss it. If you want to help me out, like Mary Ann did, I appreciate it. She even called me handsome. Oh boy, I love that. Thank you. But folks, once again, I want to tell you, Christmas is 5 days, so you don't have a lot of shopping days. But you could order this book and have it tomorrow. All right, just go to Amazon or Barnes and Noble or wherever you find. Okay. And once again, I'm going to talk. If you haven't joined my membership, if you really want to see the people that I knew in my lifetime. You know what? I'm only going to be talking gangster stuff for my people who are members. It's very cheap. It's like $4 or something like that there to become a member of the Gangster Circle. All right? Now, I'll be telling you stories about all these gangsters that you never heard, okay? Because I had not have talked about them, all right? Peter Grande, you're new here. Peter, you would love the book, okay? This book, The Accidental Gangster from Insurance Salesman to Hollywood Fixer. If you saw the show Ray Donovan, which was on Showtime, I was the real Ray Donovan here in Hollywood. And a lot of people called me the mob boss of Hollywood. I've done readings from my books. And some people don't like me. Jazz don't want to stop chatting it. Okay? Who's this? Must be a troll, this, all right? I Jazz. Don't pay attention to him, folks. Folks, I told you everything I wanted to tell you today. All right? So you're talking about, people want to talk about indictments on Diddy. Remember something. The government's got all the time in the world. They got all the money, all right? And they got over 35,000 employees. But you haven't seen nothing. You heard no new indictments. I'm willing to bet they don't come. Because they got his videos. That's what Maureen Comey wanted. They got his videos. Just like they got the Epstein file. But nobody's asking for the Diddy file. Who was there? I'm not talking about actors and actresses, okay? I'm talking about rich and powerful people. Huh? What does Diddy have on rich and powerful people, politicians, and others? He must have something. Think about that, folks. Okay? Marianne, karma is a bitch. And yeah, somehow, some way, Diddy will have to pay in his own way for what he's done. I'm going to leave it at that, folks. 5 days to Christmas. I'm going to be right here by myself for Christmas. I got no plan of going no place. And I want to wish you all a happy holiday. Merry Christmas, I should say. All right? And that's it for today, folks. But I wanted to share that information with you. So anybody telling you Diddy's going broke, they got no idea what they're talking about. Everybody, it's Saturday. Have a blessed day. All right? As usual, all my love and respect to all of you. Thank you.